we all know about the massacre that the IRGC did back in January. We know they've been hanging, but we also know that a lot of the data has been limited because there wasn't internet access most of that time. What is the consensus about around the death tolls and the casualty for like the IRGC and Iranians, because there are all kinds of numbers being thrown around. Like what is the consensus within the Iranian community right now?
Actually, it's very sad for me to say that the regime strategy on this matter is to project that people is not going to do whatever they wanted at this situation when they wanted to kill somebody and execute somebody. And unfortunately, I think they have been winning on that matter, because we already saw so many lives, or so many innocent lives, that has been lost during, especially in last months. But we people, everybody among each other, thinking the main situation and the final situation for this matter, that is we're going to have the uprising that we win this time, that finish the regime and put an end to this brutality.
Do you think that is the general consensus are Iranians feeling like the world is still backing them up? Are they feeling conflicted because it's been a while, because of all the media and that talks, there are no talks, and all of this thing? Like we know that it can be a distraction uh, to prepare for a bigger strike, but I know that within the Israeli side, and that's something that I talked about yesterday, they're starting to have doubts if something is going to happen, and how many lives will be lost till then. What is the consensus about the Iranian people? Do people feel like something is coming, like it's going to happen, or they feel like they kind of been abandoned, or maybe just faded away a bit to the background?
You know, Sapir, if I pronouncing your name right, my friend, my fellow compatriot, there is no, there is, I can guarantee you, there is no fading of the belief of the belief of the people that no, things not going to change. Maybe some say that is going to be delayed. Maybe some says some say that we are losing so innocent lives a lot. But I think the main thing that's going through the people's minds right now, actually, with this execution or with this brutality, actually helping the people that to uh, go through the disbelief phase to action phase. After what we saw on the massacre, and after what we saw on this brutality, actually the regime helped the people to make them awaken, or make them awareness about the final situation is here. So is to regime change. Actually, I think they are playing for the. They wanted to suppress the people, but I think that it is backfiring for them, because after you keep keeping suppression, and after you send in the signal through the people that suppression is the only matter for the regime, you already showing them the other door of changing the regime. So if the regime was intelligent, or if the regime was has some intelligent people inside its own system. I think they have to be more friendly with the people actually. But I don't want to celebrate this, but I think it's a good point that brutality of the regime, keeping the no chance for the regime to being alive for another decade or another century. Actually, the regime pushing the people to wipe the regime off the earth with this brutality. So regime thinks going to disable people mentality with this brutality, but I already seen it's backfiring to itself. And I just wanted to address the fact that the situation among the prisoners and the people who's charging with death penalties is very, very different. And for example, I just wanted to address the fact of the talking in the media about these prisoners. And I just want to add the fact that the situation is very different. For example, the Ekbatan guys or Ekbatan kills, the بچه‌های Ekbatan, some of them are my dearest friends, are kept surviving or kept fighting in the worst situation for more than 3 years. But and talking about them in the media has a good effect. Actually, they have been charged, sentenced to death for sometimes, and the death sentence has been discharged, and it's because it's going viral uh, uh, and every people are talking about them in the media. But on contrary, we already seeing so many unknown prisoners, so many unheard stories of the people who's already been killed or hanged uh, through this what's happening right now in Iran. So I think the final solution right now is to keep talking about anybody in this situation in Iran. But I've already known we cannot talk for everybody, and we cannot find everybody that's who is under the charge. So I've already told that, and we strongly believe that the best technique to end this brutality and get free all the prisoners is a regime change, and no matter of time, is going to sooner or later is going to happen. But I want to mention the families of these fallen angels that we already trying to we already have to send our supports to them. We already have to channel our support, emotional support, or any kind of support to them, because they raised a hero. They raised a freedom fighter. They raised so brave people that who has been in the front lines. But I've already known that nothing is going to replace the lost child or fallen angel.
Well, I will just I will I'll say it again, that we in Israel like with you all the way. And Israeli are very angry right now, and not because we want the war to end, but because we want to to like fight again, full force the regime.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.